Yeah.
Shout out to Monkey Man for the song.
People's champ with a heart of gold. In the ring, he's strong and bold. Throwing elbows, making statements clear. Government ain't safe when he's
Yeah.
near. Smart and savvy, educated mind. In the world of wrestling, you will find passion for the green keeps him high. Classic movies as time flies by. Watch him soar, watch him stand. With power in his righteous hand. People said he's here to stay. Wrestling life every single day. Pumping on the good, he's serene. Living life like a vibrant dream. From corner ring to silver screen. Fighting for truth unseen. Educated wise beyond his years. Through the smoke, dispelling fears. A revolutionary in disguise. That government can't despise. Watch him soar, watch him stand. With power in his
Heard it?
righteous hand. People's champ, he's here to stay. Wrestling life every single day. Watch him soar, watch him stand. With power in his righteous hand. People's champ, he's here to stay. Wrestling life every single day. Puffing on the good, he's serene. Living life like a vibrant dream.
What up,
From cornering the silver screen. Fighting for truth unseen. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Oh, yeah.
What up, it's People Champ 1983. Back with you another live. Thank God for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank God for joining me on this live stream, guys. But you guys are really are the real MVP. Come up here, you guys. Come up here, yourself. That's right. That's right. Don't forget to hit the like button for you, boy. Don't forget to hit the comments and let everybody know that you are here. And don't forget to subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this. And share this video with your friends and family so they too know that the People Champ 1983 goes live on a daily basis. That's right, guys. We try to get back on the schedule here. I know that I haven't been on live lately, but now that I'm trying to get back into that good things because after all, the Border People Chip 1983 has found a new place. That's why he been on this grind with the delivery service and all that, making the extra money so I can get that place. And y'all know how it is. And then on top of that, the Border People Chip 1983 wasn't feeling good. So that didn't help. But this does. Got myself a little shout out to my sis for hooking up with some cough drops. Therefore, I've been coughing all last night, but I'm good now. We're here, and shout out to everybody that watched Monday Night Raw, or Monday that took place in San Jose, California. Despite the fire, all that stuff going on in California, I'm surprised that WWE was able to go to San Jose for a Monday Night Raw Netflix debut. And speaking of Netflix debut, the person that debuted that everybody knows from AEW, simply known as Penta, Celo Melo. Celo Melo. Now, the last time I saw about this guy is when he went one on one with Dante Martin, and that's when he did that table spot, and everybody went in on everybody. I mean, everybody went in on Dante Martin, from Jim Cornette, Al Snow, from even Vince Russo. They all went on the guys with on the dude's head. It was like, hey, what's up, USA? What's up, Latif? Thank you for joining us live stream. You guys are the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And step like kings last night. Give it for Latif and USA, y'all. Give it for them. That's right. Thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the likes too. And y'all the real MVPs, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. And if you guys saw the debut of Penta and he went 1-on-1 against Chad Gable. There you go. Boom, boom. This is what it looked like when Penta made his debut onto Monday Night Raw on Monday night in San Jose, California. In front of his friends, in front of his family, in front of his children. His children was there ringside. His family was there ringside. You see? And I mean, Chad Gable did not go easy on Penta. He did not go in there. It was like, oh hell no, you're not gonna treat me like no jobber. No jobber. I'm gonna make you work for this. I'm gonna make it work for this win. So that's you see the competitive side with Chad Gable versus Penta. At this one point when Chad Gable was on the ropes and he was punching Penta to the face like boom, 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 and then all of a sudden Penta reverses it, hits Chad Gable in the head while he was like bent over, and then caused him to lose his balance off the ropes. This is what happens. This is what happens. So while he was bent over, no Diddy by the way, Penta hit him with a super kick to the face. Boom! Hold on a second. Look at that vicious kick by Penta onto Chad Gable. Then followed by a standing drop kick to the chest. But then don't forget Chad Gable was fighting back and still was like, you're not getting this victory easily. So you see Chad Gable hit Penta with a German suplex onto the hardest part of the ring. And then followed by a Canadian destroyer onto Chad Gable. And by the way, what you think about the ring? What you think about the ring with the word Netflix on it? And what you guys think about WWE now being on Netflix? Instead of you guys watching it on regular television like USA, because everybody knows that grew up watching WWE, that we always watch WWE on the USA network. So the fact that we have to watch it through Netflix, let me guys know what you think about that. Are you for it or are you against it? Let me guys know in the comment section down below. And then that's when Penta hit Chad Gable with a wrench he put his hand like he put like an armbar breaker onto Chad Gable, damn near almost whipped his arm out of his socket, and then that followed by a driver onto Penta's head for the one, for the 1, 2, 3, giving Penta this very first victory on Monday Night Raw. Here is your winner, Penta. And what a debut that was. To the fact that on WWE YouTube got over 1 million views for that alone. Over 1 million views. But then you think that was over with. Oh no, 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 no. Penta ends up having a victory speech that he says towards his, and you will believe what he had to say about his debut in WWE. So he says, let me pull up for you guys. There you go. Boom. All right, there we go. So the announcer is asking, Penta, congratulations and welcome to Monday Night Raw on Netflix. A huge, a huge victory for you tonight. Here, you're one of the biggest free agents of which a member for WWE, and this crowd was behind you tonight. What does this moment mean to you? And then Penta responds saying, "Thank you. Look, I want to say something first. Thank you, San Jose! This is my new home. This is my new home, guys. Look, I know that everyone, you, and you, waited for this moment. Look, I want to say something. The real truth is I've been ready for this moment, says Penta. Gonna toca la gente en Mexico. Gonna be the America, says Penta. Gonna me see. Gracias. E que te customer says to. Que se culo pingando pingado menino. Cara aquí. No me yo, no me yo. Of course, you're saying in Spanish, by the way, because and then you can see. Wait. And then there's a part where where's the part at? Where's the part at? Where's the part that show his? There we go. There we go. Hold on for a second, guys. There's a part of there we go. There we go. This is family there. If you can see on WWE Instagram, they show a picture of a video of his daughter crying, holding a camera, watching her father make that speech. Yeah, Penta got a big family, and surprise the one that surprised me is that he said that he waited this moment like forever apparently. So apparently his stay at AEW wasn't a great one because if he wasn't if AEW was so great as people claim to be, then why is it that Penta could not wait to get the F out of AEW and move on to WWE? Don't worry, I'll wait. Boom, boom. Is that your final answer, boss? Because we all know that the last match that Penta was involved with was with Dante Martin. And everybody was I think was giving crap about who agreed to this move, either Penta or either it was Dante Martin. As a matter of fact, let's show the video right now. Uh let's show the video right now of when Dante Martin foot injury. Foot injury.
Not for the faint of
Look
heart.
at this.
Please
You
turn
remember this?
away if you are, if you're troubled by this. This was at Supercard of Honor this past March where Dante Martin, really could have been a
Look at that.
career-ending injury, Taz. Yeah, it was horrific. I remember sitting home watching it. Fans, this is graphic.
You
We have
remember
to
that?
say this is
Looks
graphic.
like a year later, by the way.
Not
A year later exactly. This is another angle. Look at that. He completely landing right on his foot. Now, everybody was like, "Oh, he's a dumbass for accepting this move." He couldn't always be like, "No, brother, that move did not work for me. The move did not work for me." He could pull a Hulk Hogan and be like, "No, brother, that's not going to work for me, brother. That's not going to work for me, brother." But instead, he decided to go along with the move. That's why every single wrestler had came at this dude. Well, surprisingly, Dante Martin has returned to AEW. He was on AEW Collision. There we go. And in that match, it was involved with also the return of Brian Cage. I'm gonna get copyrighted, so let me turn it down. It involves Brian. It was involved with Commander versus Martin versus Mortals versus Brian Cage. Who will claim the $100,000 prize? And the person that was involved with this match is Dante Martin. Dante Martin has fully healed from that ankle injury. Everybody was like, this would take at least 9 months for him to heal, and it's been like a year now, and has finally returned, fully, fully ankle healed and all. So shout out to Dante Martin for the return. That's why I'm surprised that the announcers over in AEW never mentioned that this is supposed to be the return of Dante Martin after getting injured by the hands of Penta. They never even mention it. They're just like business as usual, I guess. Like, okay, AEW, that's that's how you feel about Dante Martin. Even Dutch Montel has went in on what happened with Dante Martin in that table spot involving with Zelo Melo Penta. So and that was the debut of Penta. What you guys think about the debut of Penta on Monday Night Raw? Do you think that WWE is going to treat Penta better than he was in AEW? Because apparently Penta wasn't treating that good in AEW. So I wonder how WWE is going to treat him, knowing that they got somebody like Rey Mysterio, who is also from California, aka San Diego, aka 619. Shout out to Rey Mysterio. So they got him over there. And they say that he's the reason why he in WWE right now is because of Rey Mysterio. And then, ladies and gentlemen, after that, we have a match. And then the first match, the second match, I should say, we have is Sheamus versus Ludwig Caster. And come on, dude, you might as well give it up. I don't know how many times this dude's going to challenge Sheamus and then and expect to beat Sheamus. Like every time this dude challenges Sheamus, Sheamus literally wiped the floor with this guy. And Sheamus is way bigger than this guy, way taller than this guy, more athletic than this guy. But yet, Kaiser couldn't get the memo that he could not beat Sheamus. Like there is level to this stuff. Like if you know that you can't beat somebody, then you just got to face the fact that you just can't beat the dude. But no, this dude wants to try week in and week out, month in and month out, stay calling out Sheamus, talking about how he going to be the one to put him out for good. But yet every time that these two have a match, guess who ends up winning the match? That's right, Sheamus. And ladies and gentlemen, this match is absolutely no different. And of course, and then all of a sudden during the match that he had with Kaister, that out of nowhere, Braun Breaker ended up trying to interfere and stop Sheamus from beating Kaister. And Sheamus like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Get out of here, get out of here. So so not only do Sheamus got to deal with Kaister, Sheamus also got to deal with somebody like Braun Breaker. What you gotta think about the so-called feud between Sheamus and Kaister, and also what you think about the interference as of late from somebody like Braun Breaker. And speaking of, if the first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. It's that was it's apparently that was Kaiser is doing. It's exactly what Yee 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 Jay Uso is doing when it comes to his partner known as Gunter. I find it funny that his real name used to be Walter. Can't even believe that Gunter used to go by the name of Walter when he was down in NXT, and then when he went to the main roster, that's what he known as Guta. So so now we got okay. Wow. So I wonder what's going to happen with this channel, WWE on USA. Now that WWE is now on Netflix, but there's a whole channel called WWE USA. So I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going to happen to that channel. All right, so put this up. It's just me, Oos. Then well, it's just me, Oos. Then well, it's just me, Gunter. So then here comes Jay Uso calling out Gunter. There we go. Bam. He says, "Did I hear you say you need someone to care for the World Heavyweight Championship?" You're looking at him. Main event, Jay Uso. Then he's like, "Hey, hey, you keep behind me. Bloodline family gather behind me. So it's me now. 101 Saturday night main event for the World Heavyweight Championship." So it looks like Jay Uso has challenged Gunter for the World Heavyweight Championship. And not only that, he challenged him at Saturday Night Live main event. So apparently there's a show called Saturday Night Live. Saturday like why was trying to say Saturday like Saturday. Saturday. There we go. Saturday like Saturday Night Live. Apparently it's gonna be on NBC tomorrow night. And Jay Uso has challenged him for the World Heavyweight Championship on Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live on the NBC network. And Gunter was like, I know exactly what you're capable of, and there's a whole lot of I'm capable of. They like, I give you that. You're funny, you're entertaining, but Jay, when that bell rings, I will expose you for what you really are. A really, really talented tag team wrestler. Damn. He's like, face it, Jay. You are not on my level. You know, to you, main event is a nickname. To me, main event is a place where I belong. Then he says, so that makes you say something. Think about it. And I will stick to your yeet, and I will stay at our championship business. Center like main event, that's fine with me, but the choice is up to you. Then he dropped the mic and he about to leave. And then that's when Jay Uso was like, as he was about to leave, that's when Jay Uso said this to him. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be in this spot. You're not supposed to sell all this merchandise. He's just a tag team guy. Oh yeah, I'm, I'm a scared stack up dudes alone. Yeah, I was scared. But every single morning, tickling myself because I'm still trying to earn my respect and tell y'all respect, said Jay Uso. Then, for saying that like main event, you're going to respect me, Us, when I beat your ass for the World Heavyweight Championship. A Saturday night live. And it's not just a nickname, that's where I belong. And if you want that Jay Uso to be the World Heavyweight Champion, let this no or three. One, two, three. Yee! So what you guys think about Jay? By the way, he also is from San Diego, California, and Jay Uso. So I didn't know that. Jay Uso also from California. I wonder what they. I wonder if any of their houses got burned down because you already heard about most of the celebrities getting house getting burned down. What about people like L.A. Knight? Yeah. What about L.A. Knight? Is his house still intact? And Jay Uso, the Uso brothers, that is from also from California. Are their house still intact? And what about Nia Jax? She is also from San Diego, California. Is her house still intact? I mean, quality minds want to know because these are celebrities as well. But yet you hear all these stories about other people's houses getting burned down, and that is from California. But so also Nia Jax and the Usos, and don't forget about Bailey. Bailey is also from San Jose, California. She's also from California. But yeah, you never hear stories about not one time, not one time Have you heard stories about Bailey's house getting burned down? And yeah, she was told the whole world about it. But nope, I never hear any other stories about their houses getting burned down. So I was like, kind of interesting about that. But let's move on. Before we move on, my hearts and prayers goes out to everyone that has been affected by the fire of Los Angeles or in California in general. I mean, it still blows my mind that California can be surrounded by nothing but ocean. Like the entire California coast is surrounded by water, but yet they could not. But yet they want to everyone to believe that the water they went out of water. That's what they say. They want us to believe that they went out of water, but yet that whole California coast is right on the water. It's right on the ocean. Like that don't make no sense. And that's exactly why people want Karen Bass fired. They want Karen. Everybody has signed a petition to get her ass out of office. I know this is not wrestling, but it has everything to do with California and has to do with the wrestlers that live there. Like I said, I mentioned Bailey, I mentioned Nia Jax, the Usos, and don't forget about The Rock. Do we got a home in California too? It's like, and it's all under the watch of Karen Bass. And now everybody has signed a petition to get her ass out of office. They're now calling her the worst leader of all time. The worst leader of all time. Karen Bass. So yeah, if it wasn't for her, none of this stuff will not happen to LA. I mean, none of it will not be happening to LA or California if it wasn't for Karen Bass. That's why they are calling these people criminals, just like they are calling Joe Biden a criminal because all this happening underneath his watch. He act like this like no big deal, and then you got Karen Bass literally would make interviews talk about some. Yeah, I'm here to save lives. I'm here to save lives. Meanwhile, she's sitting there with a huge smile on her face. Yeah, I'm here to save lives. Yeah, I'm here to save lives. Meanwhile, the death toll from LA is now up to 21. 21 people have died of, on the hands of this fire. 21 people. So how is that saving lives, Karen Bass? How is that saving lives, Karen Bass? Make that make sense. So that's why I'm surprised that none of these wrestlers houses has gotten affected the way as the rest of the celebrities are. That's kind of interesting. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a women's intercontinental championship match between Valkyria versus um Dakota Kai. Now, as these two fight to become the first ever WWE Women's Champion of the Intercontinental Champion for the women. Now, the one thing that I don't get is that why isn't Shayna Baszler part of this first ever women's championship tournament because they keep bringing up the fact that, especially when it comes to Dakota Kai, that most of her injuries is due to the hands of Shayna Baszler. And Shayna Baszler is supposed to be um supposed to be like Ronda Rousey, but yet they still having her drop out, and they even have her lose the tournament for her to not even be part of this first ever women's intercontinental championship match because they keep bringing up that Dakota Kai's injury journey. It has everything to do with Shayna Baszler, but yeah, she's not part of this tournament. That's like I don't get it. Well, anyways, these two women battling it out. So we got Dakota Kai trying to convince people that she is not injury prone, that is just a past, that she all about the future, and the future is her being the new women's intercontinental champion. And Vicarious um um also tried to become the same, do the same thing, but her journey is obviously different from Valkyria. Everybody knows that Valkyria is supposed to be friends with Becky Lynch, so keep that in mind. And she always wants to be like Becky Lynch, following in the footsteps of Becky Lynch. So, so what happened is that Dakota Kai was trying to kick Valkyria in the face, but it was blocked. Then she went up and did this suplex from the outside, from the top of the ring onto the outside of the ring. I mean, she really like put her whole body on the line for this. And then hit Dakota Kai with a neck breaker, followed by a zipper up on the shoulders with a death with Taka Michinoku driver with a cover 1, 2, 3, making her the first ever women's intercontinental champion, Valkyria. And then immediately Adam Pearce came up with the Intercontinental Championship match, and then immediately Adam Pearce with the Intercontinental Championship belt to hand it to Valkyria. And then begins to help her put it around her waist. And there he is, your first ever Intercontinental Champion in Valkyria. Now let's discuss this when it comes to the women versus the men in professional wrestling, because I hear this, especially when it comes to Jim Cornette. They got a huge problem with what about everything that the men do, the women got to do. For instance, with the belts, because the men have, the Intercontinental title, the U.S. title, the World Heavyweight title, the tag teams. Now they're doing all that for the women in the year 2025. For the men, to have tables, ladders, and chairs, Hell in the Cell, TLC matches, barbed wire matches, hardcore matches, ambulance matches, and now they are trying to do the exact same thing for the women. And Jim Cornette can't stand it. Jim Cornette cannot stand it. And apparently he's not the only one that thinks that. So let me guys know what you guys think about the women doing the exact same thing as the men here in WWE by when it comes to matches, when it comes to belts, and all pretty much all around performance in the wrestling industry. That any type of match a man would do, a woman will automatically will try to do the exact same thing. Let me guys know we talk about that. Here is your and what you guys think about Chelsea Green becoming your first ever United States champion. Being from Canada, she is now your first ever United States champion. So now we got Valkyria, the Intercontinental champion. We got Chelsea Green being the US champion. And then don't forget, we got Bianca Belair and Naomi as tag team champions. Now, how that came about? Because last time I checked, it was Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair was tag team champions. But ever since somebody took her out and Bianca Belair put Naomi in a spot, then now all of a sudden Naomi is tag team champions. Now, mind you, people are still trying to find out who took out Jay Cargill. A lot of people is leaning towards Bianca Belair, I guess out of jealousy, because like there's two females that claim to be the most dominant, the roughest, the toughest, the fastest, and Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair. That's it. That's the reason why she was taking up our own partner, because when when they had that match to become the number one contender for the women's championship, the singles title, Bianca Belair has no problem. You'll see the way that Bianca Belair hit Naomi in the stomach with the hair whip, like boom, and everybody would. Some people said it was accident. Some people said she did it on purpose. But that's why some people think that it was Bianca Belair who took out Jay Cargill. Now, for some reason, I had to lean towards the person that really took her out was. I'm not. I'll probably go get hate for this. I'll probably go get hate for this, but I think the person that took out Jay Cargill is Naomi. I mean, think about it. She came back, and guess who was in the spotlight more? Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill. And meanwhile, um, Naomi staying getting beat from people like Bailey. Every time she tried to go for the championship, she ended up getting pinned by people like Bailey, so that she can't even go for the championship. So that's and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, she just tag team champion with Bianca Belair, and then not only that, when she was going for the World Heavyweight Championship, she was like, somebody cost me a chance to become double champion, tag team champions, and World Heavyweight Champion. I'm like, you're a tag team champions now? Since when they automatically gave the tag team titles to Naomi, even though Jay Cargill is supposed to be the winner's champion. I wonder how this going to play out when Jay Cargill returns to WWE. Is she still going to be tag team champions, or they already give that title to Naomi? That's why I have to lean towards Naomi when it comes to who attacked Jay Cargill, because now all of a sudden she's attacked. She completely took Jay Cargill's spot as tag team champions. As soon as she got taken out, Naomi has physically took her spot as a tag as a tag team championship, as a tag team wrestler with Bianca Belair, and that shit going around calling herself a tag team champion. Kind of strange, don't you think? That's why it says I have to lean towards Naomi. Let me guys know if you guys agree with me that you think that it was Naomi. I mean, think about it. She is part of the bloodline. Naomi is a part of the bloodline. She is married to who is she married to? Is she married to Yeet 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 Jay Uso? Remember, guys, she is married to one of the Uso brothers. One of them is Jay Uso, and I always wonder when she going to join the bloodline. And then just like people is wondering when is Nia Jax going to join the bloodline, because Nia Jax is blood related to Roman Reigns. Naomi married to Jey Uso, who's part of the bloodline. And don't forget about Tamina, who debuted with the Usos, and she is supposed to be the cousin of The Rock. That's just I was like, I definitely have to lean towards Naomi when it comes to who attacked Jay Cargill. And I find it funny that the Miz is still aligning himself with Karrion Cross, knowing full well that it seems like the Miz is being bullied into hanging with people like Karrion Cross. Because every time he's trying to weasel his way out of the pendulum, Karrion Cross's group, Karrion Cross was like, if you're trying to leave, it could be over your dead body. Wow. We found out that they got the Miz at hostage when it comes to Karrion Cross. Because there's been plenty of times that the Miz went out. He went out. But Karrion Cross was like, uh. You with us with the you with us with the you with us to the bitter end, like it or not. He even preferred himself as the devil, Karrion Cross. I'm like, wow, bro. So they have so Sami Zayn has entered the locker room and pretty much challenged the Miz to a match. This is exactly what happened right here. So we got Canada's own Sami Zayn, and let's talk about it too. Sami Zayn, it seems like Sami Zayn can claim every part of the world, because every time Sami Zayn is in Canada, he's like, this is supposed to be his home country, but yet because he's also speaks French, He could go to France and be like, I'm finally back home. And then because he's also Middle Eastern, he's been going to place like Crown Jewel, for instance. He be going over to Crown Jewel and speak their language because he's Pakistani. So not only is he Canadian, not only is he French, but he also a Pakistani. So that's um international three different type of internationals all in one. You got the Canadian, French, and then Pakistani. So he went 1-on-1 with the Miz, and of course the Miz with this famous mocking of Daniel Bryan with the kicks. And I find it funny that speaking of those kicks, I have very I find it funny that Daniel Bryan has not had a match against Orange Cassidy yet, because Orange Cassidy is known for doing exactly what the Miz is doing. Every year, did you guys even notice that every year, um, every every Orange Cassidy match is him mocking Daniel Bryan with the kicks. That's why every time you see Orange Cassidy, he will immediately put his hands in his pocket and then begin to do the Daniel Bryan kick. Oh, oh, oh. And with Daniel Bryan version, it was like, yes, 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 yes. Oh. So not only has the Miz has been known for making fun of Daniel Bryan's um the way that he's like fake kick his opponent. Orange Cassidy be doing that for I don't know how many years in AEW. Yeah, I don't remember Orange Cassidy going against Daniel Bryan. I don't think Daniel Bryan has ever called out Orange Cassidy for him mocking him over the years. I don't know why is that, guys. So look at this. So every marriage match, she be doing this, mocking Daniel Bryan with the kicks. They go on talking about some, oh, and then the Miz tried to follow up with a Star Crush finale, and then that's when Sami Zayn counted it with a water pin 1-2. The Miz kicked out, and of course, um, Sami Zayn has beaten the Miz for the 1, 2, 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, this is for what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Hey, not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. Hold your applause, please, till the end. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. And so I, I will talk about Logan Paul, but what you gotta think about Logan Paul? Because I hear the rumors that Logan Paul wants to be the guy that um finished that took out John Cena. He wants to be the one that ended the career of John Cena. Just like his brother Jake Paul wants to be responsible for retiring Mike Tyson. And we all know how that turned out. That's how WWE got dragged into this. Because they literally treated that boxing match like WWE. Everything was all staged, everything was all set up, everything was all planned out, everything was all orchestrated for Logan Paul to win. And not even hearing that people are suing not only Jake Paul but Mike Tyson for putting up that fake performance. Like, everybody know that that performance was fake, and that's why Mike Tyson and them got sued because they know that all they were trying to, all this was them to make more money. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with Mike Tyson's legacy because obviously Mike Tyson do not give a damn about his legacy. This is the same guy is known for beating women. Yeah, Mike Tyson has been known for beating women, but so you think that he actually cared about his web? Remember, he was the guy that bit the ear off of Holyfield. And how you think that I think there's some type of gummy that is out that Mike Tyson got a CHT gummy that is out that got Mike Tyson's ear is being bitten off. Not Mike Tyson's ear. It was a Holyfield ear gummy, but it's in a gummy form, and you got people biting it like got people biting into these gummies like they're Mike Tyson. I'm like, damn, bro. So he was making money off that. He was making money off the fact that he bit the ear of Holyfield and turned it into a gummy. I wonder how Holyfield thought about this. Like, dude, you using the fact that you bit my. Not only did you bit my ear off, now you pretty much making a profit out of it. And Mike Tyson, this is the same guy that's that that put it out there that he knows Jake Paul's family. He knows Jake Paul's kids and all that. That those two are supposed to be like best friends. So the fact that those two pulled off that stunt, everybody was like extremely pissed, and that's when they bring up WWE, saying how they know different in WWE and how it stays orchestrated. This is exactly, and now Logan Paul wants to do the exact same thing to John Cena. He wants to be the one that pins John Cena on his last match. Just like Jake Paul wants to be the guy that beat Mike Tyson in his so-called last match. Even though when that got a hold, even though Mike Tyson is like way past his prime, he's like 58. He's like 58 years old, and knowing that he got like back pain, spasm, and all that stuff, and knowing that his body cannot do the stuff that he used to because his body's getting older. But yeah, there's still, even though this showed a whole bunch of clips of him training like a madman, as soon as he got into the ring, that whole stratus that whole stratosphere of him looking like $1 million went completely out the window. It been plenty of times, but he looked like he about to like hit Jake Paul, but like he hesitated It's been plenty of times where Mike Tyson looked like he could have knocked out Jay Paul like that, ladies and gentlemen. He could have beat Jay Paul and knock him out like that, but yet they keep bringing up the fact that he hesitated. Every time he would do this, he would throw back. I'm like, so if anybody should be blamed for him destroying his legacy, you can't blame nobody but Mike Tyson, because it seems like everybody, I mean everybody, is on that mode of I will do anything for money. Even when it comes to somebody like um Offset. When Offset and Carly B made a song called "To Do Anything for Clout," do anything for clout, to do anything for clout, to do anything for clout. Those two are known for doing anything for clout, especially when it comes to Offset. You see Carly B, she be on Instagram live going in on this dude, saying that how many times she be cheated, she caught this dude cheating on her. But yeah, everybody knows that if it wasn't for Carly B, you would not be here, because Migo Migos group has been separated a long time ago. Everybody knows that, and now everybody knows that the way that Takeoff was taken off, that he was blood sacrifice. Takeoff was completely blood sacrifice. Everybody knows that because of first they say that Offset the one that set him up, because Offset has was nothing to do with the group. Then they said that Quavo was involved in it because he made a whole documentary talking about some how he going to use him, how he going to use his spirit and to like help him make songs. So people was speculating that Quavo has something to do with it. Now we got Jaguar White doing countless interviews saying that no, 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 it was neither one of them. Matter of fact, the person that was involved in Takeoff's death was involved with Aaliyah's death, who was also involved with Pimp C's death, and that is Jay Z. They say Jay Z is the reason why Aaliyah is no longer here. Jay Z is the reason why Pimp C is no longer here. Jay Z is the reason why Takeoff is no longer here. As a matter of fact, he already told you guys who he worshiped when he made a song called Lucifer. You all remember Jay Z made a whole song called Lucifer? Now, why is that? Why would Jay Z make a whole song called Lucifer? If he's supposed to be, if he's supposed to be the son of God, why would he make a song called Lucifer? And then, if you go back even further, Jay Z has even warned people about COVID-19. It's called you remember that song he did with Kanye West? Matter of fact, let's pull it up right now. Kanye West, Jay Z. The Ortiz song, that's what it's called. The song is called Ortiz. And on that song, if you guys listen to the lyrics, they mention COVID-19 in that song called Ortiz. What you got, you go replay and listen to the lyrics. They literally mentioned COVID-19 on that on that on that on that song. And then there's some other song that he made him bragging about what happened with Left Eye Lopez. I'm like, this thing's crazy, man. I know, right? All thanks to Jaguar White bringing this all to the light because y'all remember he did a song with Jaguar White because with the song called um the song Cry. When Jay Z made a song called Cry, that's when Jaguar White was in it. And the reason why Jay Z even made that song is because Beyonce was threatened to leave him. Because on the dude was literally like bragging about being with Rihanna and how he signed Rihanna and how he the reason why Rihanna is famous. And there's countless of and then there's a part where Rihanna was accepting in the award and Jay Z was just sitting there with mhm, like like he would not let her speak without without having her give all the credit to Jay Z. Man, I mean, he was doing that in plain sight. I mean, at the time, like she was like what, like 14, 15 years old when Rihanna first started in the music industry. She was only 14 years old when she first signed to Jay Z. And the only reason why she was signing to Jay Z because they have her trapped in the hotel room with Jay Z. Jay Z was literally was on what is it was Sway in the Morning, and he was literally bragging about how we did not let her leave the hotel room until she signed that contract, which has happened at 3 a.m. in the morning with absolutely no adult supervision to protect Rihanna. Yeah, you got this 28-year-old at the time, Jay Z, in there with her. And then where after he signed Rihanna, that's when that whole affair happened with between Jay Z and Rihanna. And then that's when Beyonce peeped that, made a song called To the Left, Everything that on is right to the left. That's exactly why Beyonce made that song because she knew everything that was going on between her, Rihanna, and Jay Z. And apparently, Beyonce and Rihanna are close at age. So Jay Z was 28 and Beyonce was 14 when they first got together. Can you believe that? That this whole time Jay Z has been a well known pedophile. This dude has been a well known pedophile. Got with somebody like Foxy Brown when she was around that age. Then Beyonce, Rihanna. It's like, and then you also hear the stories about the Epstein Island and the people that was involved in the Epstein Island. Jay Z, Beyonce. Corey Holmes has called out these two, saying that, man, I said, hold on, let me pull it up. Before we go into the Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley, let's bring up Corey Holmes, Jay Z.
Smart enough to really know what's happening. Look, y'all talk all that shit about R. Kelly. Beyonce was on that island where they was killing kids. Beyonce was on Pedo Island. Beyonce and the camel. Said she was in there like, right.
I hope I can go see her again.
She was singing to little kids. If you like it, put your mouth on it.
Those are Epstein Island doing this stuff,
That's what I'm
y'all.
saying. It's like you give her a pass. You give her a pass. She can have a concert and everything after she's a known participant. Beyonce is a hack. It's just bitches don't give a fuck about none of that righteous shit unless it's R. Kelly or somebody. Then, oh, he's bad and all like this. But Beyonce was on Pedo Island.
Epstein Island.
Island full of dirt bags doing
She
shit
talked
to
about
kids.
Epstein Island.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are linked to Pedo Island. What? Huh? You got nothing to say, do you?
Mm. Wow. Even Corey Holmes had called out Beyonce for being a pedophile. And also Jay-Z, by the way. But yet, everybody, and I mean everybody has called these two couples goals for some strange reason. Instead of them calling them pedophiles, they call them couples goals. But yet, these are the same people who had the nerve to call Drea Michelle pedophile for getting with a 21-year-old man who just so happened to be the same age as her son. But yet, nobody has been calling Jay-Z and Beyonce pedophiles for getting with somebody that is like 14. But yet, Drea's a pedophile for getting with a 21-year-old. And the last time I checked, you had to be at least 18 and over. 18 and over. This dude is like 21. That is in a full grown adult. Versus somebody like Beyonce who's only like 14. Teen! Teen! Keyword teen. Beyonce was still a teenager when Jay-Z got with Beyonce. But I haven't heard not one person called Jay-Z a pedophile. But instead, he is the greatest of all time, or he's the greatest to ever done it, and or couples goals, couples goals, couples goals. This is what they get instead of them being called pedophiles. So, like I said, some people can be hypocrites because they would sit there and call somebody like Dre Michelle a pedophile for getting with somebody who is in their 20s and she's in her 40s, but yet nobody wants to call these type of people pedophiles and they actually been with children. Make that make sense, people. This is exactly why you guys to need to pay attention to who you are listening to because some of these people are evil and twisted. It is not much going on up here, but yet these are the same people that got as much influence as the president and Jay-Z and Beyonce. Crazy, right? It's the type of world that we're living in. So, Cody Holmes been calling, and then not to mention Jay Z has been a Luciferian throughout his entire music industry career. That's why he found himself instead of y'all remember the 50 years of hip hop. It came about, and everybody wanted to know why Jay Z was not there, even though Jay Z supposed to be part of this 50 years of hip hop. Instead, He ended up performing in front of Tom Brady. He turned down performing in front of millions and millions of people at this 50th hip hop anniversary, and he decided to perform in front of Tom Brady. Tom Brady of all people. Tom freaking Brady. What's up, Nico? Thank you for doing this live stream. You are the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And what's up, Monkey Man? Monkey Man Productions. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. Sorry, I'm just now realizing that you guys are here. But you know, USA, shout out to USA, shout out to Monkey Man, shout out to Latif. Thank you all for joining me and hit the like button. We appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's how we do it here on this channel. We get so far into this topic that the fact that people can just stroll and say something and I don't even bother to look at it because I'll be so into this topic. Like for instance, with the Jay-Z and Beyonce being on this Epstein Island. This is exactly why we have absolutely zero role models. We have zero role models because it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Money over everything, right? Pretty much profit over people. Profit over people. It's exactly what the evil government, not evil government. Some of these dirty politicians is all about, especially when it comes to Democrats. They're all about profit over people. That's exactly why people that were Democrats are switching over to the Republican side because they finally realized that the evil people will come to politics. It's all on the Democrat side. From the Clintons, we all know the Clintons. They're the reason why they have stolen billions and billions of dollars from Haiti. Bill Clinton has been known for locking people up for um for participating in the plant. Did you guys know about that? That it was Bill Clinton. He was the reason why a lot of people who look like me was getting locked up on a regular basis for having the plant on them. Now whether it's to sell it or for personal use, that's up for debate. But the fact that it was Bill Clinton, the one that signed the bill that locked people up from getting caught smoking the plant. That's why you always see people try to hide and hide and smoke because of people like Bill Clinton. But yet, for some strange ass reason, you got the black community. They want to embrace him as the first black president. I'm like, who the dumbass that gave Bill Clinton that right to call himself the first black president? Why? Because he's cheating on his wife with Monica Lewinsky. Now that got to be the most dumbest that got to be the most dumbest excuse I ever heard in my entire life. It's the reason why they consider Bill Clinton black. It's because he's cheating on his wife with Monica Lewinsky. So you pretty much insinuating that all black men cheat. That's the reason why you'll consider Bill Clinton to be black because he's cheating on his wife. I'm like, that that got to be the most dumbest statement I ever heard in my entire life. And whoever came up with that statement need to be freaking slapped. Like I never get Bill Clinton be the first black president. Dude is white as snow. And he's known for putting black people in jail for having, you know, participate in this. And then don't we get me started with the freaking don't we get me started with freaking the Bushes, the George Bushes, and how they have single handedly locked people up that look like me. All that and then don't even get me started with Barack Obama, because everybody thought that he's supposed to be the stamp of approval that this country is not racist because they have a black man in office. Meanwhile, his background is that he's supposed to be a Pakistani or something. His wife, his mom supposed to be white. I'm like, how does that make him black? Because his dad is not black, his mom is not black. That's why his name is Barack Hussein Obama. His name is Barack Hussein Obama. His name is not Junebug. His name is not Tyrone. His name is not Kareem or Larry. He had the same name as these Pakistanians. Barack Hussein Obama. And yet, this is the same president that let the inmate run the asylum. Just like when Joe Biden got into office, he let the inmate run the asylum. That's why I never did vote for Joe Biden, because he publicly put it out there that he wants to continue the job of Barack Obama. And what Obama was doing is causing division. That's what Obama was doing. Obama was causing so much division. You got you got black versus black. We got white versus white, Mexicans versus Mexicans, Puerto Ricans versus Puerto Ricans, and then they're all fighting amongst each other. That's why there's so much gun violence, so much not stabbing. People literally with stab. People is literally stabbing people in the back with knives, with real knives. All this under the wash, under the leadership or lack thereof leadership of Barack Obama. And y'all want to act surprised that the same thing is happening when Joe Biden is in office. Because guess who was the vice president during that whole time when Barack Obama was president? It was Joe Biden. That's why I never get it. I never get the why would anybody have voted for. And then y'all want to talk about racist? Y'all want to talk about racist? Now, I'm not sure. Now, this rumor going around that Iceman has been going around calling me, calling Detroit, calling somebody like The Sand, calling somebody like Monkey Man Productions racist. And I'm like, since when I ever come out here being racist? I'm always about the people. I'm always about to support. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Hell, shout out to Life Being Des. Shout out to Life Being Des. She's a whole Mexican. And me and her, we is tight like this. To the point where I am Life Being Des's moderator throughout her entire platform. And she's Mexican. So that's why I'm like, how can I be racist if I'm friends with somebody like her who is a full blown Mexican? A full blown Mexican, but yet Iceman going on talk about I'm racist, but yet you got people like Joe Biden who blatantly called preferring black children as roaches. He preferred black children as roaches. But has Iceman has ever called out Joe Biden for being racist? Has any one of you guys ever heard Iceman called out Joe Biden for being racist? He's the main one that he should be talking about, not me or Detroit or especially Monkey Man. We have never mentioned any of that stuff. When we come to Joe Biden, he is absolutely all about that. That's exactly why we want Joe Biden out of office, because if it wasn't for him, racism would not be here in the United States. Why do you think I want Joe Biden out of office that damn bad? Because if it wasn't for him, racism would not exist right now. He is friends with politicians that are racist. He is friends with politicians that are racist. But yet, you guys love Joe Biden and never called him out for being racist. But yet, this guy, Iceman, wants to be on here and talk about some I'm racist, Detroit racist, this Monkey Man racist. Like, what? But yeah, you got these guys out here blatantly actually use these type of racist words. But yet, they try to make it seem like Donald Trump the one that's racist. But yet, Donald Trump's wife, Donald Trump's wife can barely speak English. Donald Trump's Donald Trump's wife can barely speak English. So that's why I was like, how can Donald Trump be racist? And then look what Joe Biden's wife looked like. Joe Biden's wife is like white as snow. And now he even regret voting for Kamala Harris. This is the same guy. Remember, even Kamala Harris had called Joe Biden out for being racist and being responsible for busing in California, and how that Joe Biden tried to put it on the mayor, talk about, well, that's the mayor's decision. Well, that's where you put the step in. That's why we had now the act and this act, because sometimes the mayors will do stuff that's against the people. That's when the president put the step in. And that's the reason why mayors has been getting away with a lot of criminal activities, because Joe Biden is not over there and overstepping what they're doing. Joe Biden's not going over there and saying, hey, what you doing? What you doing? I don't think you should be doing this. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But instead, he backs them up. And then my whole mission is for us to all come together to get these people out of office. That's my whole goal. My whole goal is to for all of us to come together so we could remove these people from office before they take away our rights and freedoms. If you guys have been following me on TikTok, I've been advocating that for 2 years now. For 2 years now, I've been advocating for all of us to come together. No matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, Japanese, Russian, it doesn't matter. We all need to come together so we can all take out these evil politicians that don't need to be in office. Instead, their asses need to be locked up. The asses need to be locked up. So before we end this live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the return of Rhea Ripley. So what happened is that Real Ripley beats was able to beat Liv Morgan to retain to regain her women's championship. And that she was like, you should know better because I am Rhea Bloody Ripley. And then that's when Nia Jax ended up walking in to interfere. Who also, by the way, is in California, San Diego, California. And she went up to Nia Jax. She went up to Rhea Ripley and said this to Rhea Ripley's face. I just came out here to let you know, and everybody else in here knows that I will begin the Royal Rumble. So, so Nia Jax has announced herself to be part of the WWE Women's Royal Rumble that is coming up. And she says, and I'm going to take whatever title I want. While Rhea Ripley is right behind her. And Tiffy might think she's at the Tiffy top. Mommy might think she's on top. And Bailey over here, then she calls out Bailey. She said, I don't know what you're even doing here. And then everybody was like, because she's from here. Everybody likes because she's from here. So then Nia Jax was like, but you and everyone of us should know there's only one woman on the top of this division, and it is Nia Jax. Talk about bold statement, huh? It's not you, it's not Tiffy, it's sure as hell isn't Bailey. Wow. And then that's when Bailey decided to come out of the and that's when Bailey decided to come in because Nia Jax kept bringing up Bailey. BBL Bailey is coming for me, guys. BBL Bailey. Why don't you tell me something different, huh, Nia? With all respect, mommy. Man, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, this might not be my shoulder. This is my home city, says Bailey. This is my home city. So if you got something to say, what is to say to my face, you big old dumb idiot. And then out of nowhere, she gets shoved down by Nia Jax. She gets shoved right to the floor right by Nia Jax. Like, boom, man, get out of here with that. And then that's when, and then she ended up shoving Rhea Ripley the way that she did Bailey. Like, wow. And then next year, boom! Headbutt straight from a headbutt. She headbutted Nia Jax. Pretty much. Oh! But then Nia Jax countered that with a headbutt of her own because she is Samoan, by the way. And I always heard that Samoans they got the hardest heads. Their head's supposed to be harder or something in Samoans, I guess. So she literally knocked her out with that headbutt. And then next thing you know, she got kicked to the face by Bailey. Barely get a little, no, barely getting a comeback. I mean, getting a revenge. And then that's when Rhea Ripley hit Nia Jax with a boot to the face, knocking Nia Jax out into the ring. And then tell me why when Rhea Ripley would try to pick up the title, Bailey would try to pick it up too. Like, and that's when Rhea Ripley picked it like, oh, okay Bailey, hey, take it easy. It's my title. It's my title. I got this. It's my title. I got this. And then, so what you gotta think about Nia Jax entering herself in the Royal Rumble? Do you think that Nia Jax got what it takes to win the whole thing? Or do you think that Bailey has a better chance of winning the Royal Rumble of the year 2025? Let me guys know down in the comment section down below because we want to hear from you. All right, guys, I'm about to end this live stream. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Don't forget, guys, I'm coming with the NST review, and then also we're coming through with the SmackDown review, which is tonight. But this is Friday, by the way. Hope everybody enjoyed their Friday. Hope everybody has slept like kings and queens last night and doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. And please keep your prayers towards LA and California because I don't know if the fire is just, last time I checked, it is now 30% contained, 40% contained. But yeah, please keep your prayers towards life being dead and also the people that live in California. Make sure that you keep your prayers towards them because they are dealing with some lot of stuff when it comes to the fires. Not only are the homeless people are setting up fires, but then they got to deal with looters. They got to deal with scam artists when it comes to insurance. So please pray for California. Please pray for California. And if you live in the East Coast, please stay warm to avoid getting sick. I know that everybody. I mean, everybody has been getting sick lately. Detroit, I know Detroit, you were sick. I was sick. Life being dead was sick. Um, Mac, a Mac, a Mac from Reckless Eating, he was also sick, and it seemed like everybody was like coming down with something because every person that I had watched found themselves having the flu. Even, even, even the guy Yokan Black found himself having the whole flu for weeks, y'all. A flu. Yokan Black had a huge flu that lasted for weeks. So hope everybody has recovered from the sickness and and has fully recovered. Don't forget to stay warm. Don't forget to always take stuff like this to keep the cough away. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Don't forget to eat something good. Pay attention to your surroundings, guys. This is the reason why I keep saying this, because there are so much evil in this world that California should be a perfect example of why you should pay attention to your surroundings to remain safe. People out here starting fires on purpose. People out here starting trouble on purpose. So please pay attention to your surroundings and hope everybody enjoy your Friday. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Until then, I am signing out. Have a blessed Friday, y'all. Eat something good. Deuces.